Hey everybody, it's me, Dapper Pro. Today I decided to take a page out of Luke the Notable's book and make a series where I survive in Minecraft. I'm planning on making a lot of days, but for now, these are the first 5 days. Enjoy. So the first thing I did was make a brand new world. At first I played around with the settings, but I eventually settled on a default world. Another thing I have to mention is that this world is entirely in vanilla Minecraft. I have 0 mods installed. Anyhow, I started like everybody else would, finding the nearest tree and punching it until it gives me wood. After the tree is chopped down, I use the wood to make a crafting table, which then I use to make my first tools, after I'm done violating a few more trees. I then use my axe to chop a few more trees before I leave this place. However, during my trip to nowhere, I stumble upon a ravine. I scout the area and I see a lot of coal and even some iron. So, I took the opportunity to go in there and mine it. Now that I've mined some stone, I use it to make better tools. More specifically, a pickaxe and an axe. Again. I just want to mention the fact that I found a small iron vein beneath a coal vein, which was pretty lucky actually, especially for my first day. Anyhow, I was satisfied, and so I decided to exit the ravine and continue my venture into the no! Is what I would say refund your donation didn't molest a few more trees. Now that I was satisfied with my wood, now that I was satisfied with the wood now that I gathered enough wood from the trees, I decided to go after the local wildlife. I had to cut this part out because YouTube will not allow it, but I want you to know that sheep died a horrific and lonely death. Anyways, now that the food situation was temporarily solved, I decided to keep on moving. Hooray for animal cruelty! You know what? That pig earned his life. This is when I stepped foot into the taiga biome. The biome which houses the best wood. It houses the best trees with the best bark in the entire world of Minecraft. At least in my opinion. There was a big pack of wolves here. Too bad I didn't have any bones because damn well I would have gotten one as my pet. With night approaching, I decided to settle down for the evening, so I created a furnace, a smoker, and a bed. Though I have to mention there was still a pretty good amount of time left, so I decided to chill out. But alas, it was time to sleep. So I laid in the bed and said goodbye to day number 1. Day 2 started smoothly. Nothing happened, considering mobs didn't have time to spawn.
These chickens have those
So
ass
I
haircuts?
went, gathered supplies, as it was time to make a house. Usually in survival I make my houses a 5x5 because I think 25 blocks is the perfect number and I can always expand later if need be. Now that I had a lot of iron, I decided to make some stuff, including a shield and some armor. Though I was dumb enough to forget to make a bucket, which I believe is extremely important. Luckily, I found a cave and I decided to mine some stuff, including sand for windows, and I even found some iron again and a little bit of coal. This is when something peculiar happened. Okay, what happened to this egg? Why does it look like it has chicken pox? Wait, it's a chicken. Ah, whatever, I'll just yeet it into the stratosphere. Even though night was approaching, I decided that I should venture out to gather a lot of stuff. Particularly, I was aiming to find a cave. If I didn't do the thing I do always and forget torches, however, I went back to get some, so no worries. I just wanna say something. The structure I'm mining right now, I've never seen before. I was kinda weirded out, but I just brushed it off. I decided that this would be a good place to move away from the water, And in the meantime, I decided to kill my first monster. Stupid ass skeleton that got in my way whilst I was busy gathering pumpkins. It was here where I found a mineshaft, which is actually pretty lucky. They often contain a lot of ores, including sometimes even diamonds. This huge iron vein just proves my point. Never underestimate mineshafts, they include some of the best loot in the game. In the meantime, while I was busy mining, day 3 decided to pop up. Although I was too busy mining underground, so I didn't realize this until a little bit later. I have to say that I filmed the rest of this part a day after. By that I mean an actual real life day. So if you see me with any new items, it's probably because I did something off camera. Poor trees. I feel bad for them. All of a sudden, a wandering trader popped up, so I decided to do some trades with him. I really wanted to get some of his saplings because I want to get different types of wood from trees. I'm not doing that joke again, alright? And I saw that he wanted bottles for an emerald each, so my thought was just to get 6 bottles of water and trade them to him. Unluckily for me, though, he only wanted 2 bottles, so he was basically useless. Oh wow, guys, the wandering trader left. Aw man, I wish I could have traded with him more. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 merrily.
I am Steve.
It was here when I got a dog. At this point, I hadn't experienced the new rain. It was pretty cool though, not gonna lie. Anyways, I went back to the ravine now with better tools. I did see a little opening to a cave when I went there for the first time, so I decided to explore it.
And so Dapper went into the unknown depths below.
Though I'm not gonna include the mining footage because it's pretty boring. I might post it in another video, or maybe a tiny part at the top of this one. For your information though, I got a bunch of stuff including gold, redstone, and even some diamonds, which I then later used to get some obsidian, which totally ended up well. Guys, I have to apologize. I cheated. Alright, let's be real. I was about to lose literally everything that I've been building up to for the rest of the video, so I wasn't just gonna lose it like that. But still, it felt scummy to do so. Whatever. Let's keep moving. Anyhow, after what felt like hours, I managed to exit the mine, only to find out it was day 5. So I was planning on doing a few more stuff before I ended the video. there was only one thing left to do, which arguably is the most important thing to do in Minecraft. Anyways, lads, I'll see you in the next video, but right now I got some petting to do. Bye!